Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another edition of Microbiotics BioTalk, and I'm your usual host and narrator, Tayo Fasun. For the next 10 minutes or so, we'll be looking at a topic of utmost importance to human health, and that is the immune system. We're going to start in some few seconds from now. Just stay tuned. So let's start with an overview of the immune system. As we know, we are constantly being exposed to infectious agents, and yet in most cases we are able to resist these infections. And it is our immune system that enables us to resist infections. The immune system is composed of two major subdivisions: the innate, or what is referred to as the non-specific immune system, and the adaptive, or otherwise known as the specific immune system. The innate immune system is our first line of defense against invading organisms, while the adaptive system acts as the second line of defense. And it also affords protection against re-exposure to the same pathogen. Each of the major subdivisions of the immune system has both cellular and humoral components by which they carry out their protective functions. Additionally, the innate immune system also has anatomical features that functions as barriers to infections. And although these two arms of immune system have distinct functions that they carry out, there is interplay between the systems, where the component of the innate immune system influence the adaptive immune system and vice versa. Although the innate and adaptive immune system both function to protect against invading organisms, they also differ in many ways. For instance, the adaptive immune system requires some time to react to an invading organism, whereas the innate immune system include defenses that, for most parts, are constitutively present and ready to be mobilized to go into action upon infection. Secondly, the adaptive system is antigen specific, and they react only with the organism that induced the response. But in contrast, the innate system is not antigen specific, and they react in the same manner to a variety of organisms. And finally, the adaptive immune system demonstrates what we refer to as immunological memory. It remembers, in quotes, that it has encountered an invading organisms, and it reacts more rapidly upon subsequent exposure to that same organism. Whereas the innate immune system does not demonstrate any immunological memories. All cells of the immune system have their origin from the bone marrow, and as the BioTalk continues on later days, we will be talking about the individual components of the innate and adaptive immune system. The main function of the immune system, one of the main functions, or the functions by which it actually operates, is what we refer to as self and non-self discrimination. The ability to differentiate between self and non-self. which is necessary to protect the organism from invading pathogens and to eliminate modified and altered cells, for example, the cancerous cells. And since pathogens may replicate intracellularly, like most viruses, or extracellularly, like most bacteria, different components of the immune system have evolved over the years to protect against different types of pathogens. At this junction, it's very important to remember that infection with an organism does not necessarily mean disease, since the immune system in most cases will be able to eliminate the infection even before disease occurred. Disease occurs when the load of infection is high, when the virulence of the invading organism is actually great, or when the immune system is compromised, or when the three are even present, when the three factors just mentioned are actually present there. And although the immune system for most part has a beneficial effect, they can also have a detrimental effect as well. For instance, during inflammation, which is the response to an invading organism, there may be some local discomfort and collateral damage to healthy tissues as a result of the toxic products produced by the immune response. In addition, we also have cases of immune response that can be directed towards self tissues, resulting in autoimmune diseases.